Hello students, today we are going to look into this graph theory problem, and it was asked in the year 2013 and the marks allotted was 1. Now let me read this question for you. Consider an undirected random graph of 8 vertices. The probability that there is an edge between a pair of vertices is half. What is the expected number of unordered cycles of length 3? So we are supposed to calculate the expected number of unordered cycles of length 3 given that a pair of vertex has an edge in between with a probability half. Right, so what is a cycle? A cycle is a closed path where none of the vertices are repeating except the first one. So an example of a cycle is like this. So this is a cycle which is a closed path and which has started from, say, this vertex and then ends on this vertex, and none of the vertices in this path are repeating. Now we have to find the expected number of unordered cycles of length 3. So a cycle of length 3 would look like this. Length 3, that means the cycle contains 3 edges. So here we have 3 edges. So this is a cycle of length 3, and definitely a cycle of length 3 would contain 3 vertices as well. Now to solve this problem, to calculate this number, first we would find the number of groups of 3 vertices out of 8 vertices. So number of groups of 3 vertices. So this is nothing but 8C3. The number of ways we can choose 3 vertices out of 8 vertices. So these are total number of groups of 3 vertices, that is 8C3, and by the formula of combination it is 8 factorial divided by 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial. That is, if you solve it, it would come out to be 8 into 7 into 6 and into 5 factorial. So 5 factorial and 5 factorial would be cancelled, and below we would have 3 factorial, that is nothing but 6. So 6 would get cancelled, and ultimately would have 8 into 7, that is 56. Now the number of groups of 3 vertices amongst this 8 vertices is 8 into 7. Now given any such group of 3 vertex, the probability of this 3 vertex containing a cycle would be equals to the probability of this 2 vertex containing an edge in between into the probability of this 2 vertex containing an edge in between, and the probability of into the probability of this 2 vertices containing an edge in between. So as it is given that the probability of a pair of vertex containing an edge in between is half, right? So this existence of this edge would be half, existence of this edge would be having a probability of half, and existence of this edge has a probability of half. So given a pair, a group of 3 vertices, this group of 3 vertices would form a cycle if all these edges are existing, and that is the probability of any 3 vertices containing a cycle, 3 vertices forming a cycle is equals to half into half into half, that is nothing but 1 by 8, right? This is 1 by 8. Now to calculate the expected number of unordered cycles of length 3, what we need to do is we need to multiply these two numbers that we have got. So we have got number of groups of 3 vertices, that is 8 into 7, and we have also got given a group of 3 vertices, the probability of it forming a cycle is 1 by 8, right? So this is our expected number of unordered cycles of length 3, and that is nothing but, here 8 and 8 would get cancelled out, we would be left with this number 7. So this is the correct answer. So hope you have understood the logic behind choosing this answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.